Hi everyone, it's Maggie and I am here with the project share. I made another journal and this is called FLEURINE and it means little flower in French. And I used the Cottage Provence kit from My Porch Prints for this one. The cover base was made by Patty Lang, Sacred Mementos, and I just embellished it. She makes beautiful fabric covers, and then I embellish them. And it's one of my favorite things to do. So it closes with seam binding. Let me take it out so I can show you exactly what I did. I'm going to open this up. So this is the front and back cover. Excuse me. And the first thing I did was I went around the edges with this trim here, and then I finished it off with this trim here, and those trims are from my stash. And then I picked out an image, and it's a digital image, and I can't remember who I got this image from because I had printed out a bunch of images from different shops, and without thinking I put them in the same drawer, and I had cut a couple up. This was one of them, and so I don't know for sure who who made this, but I just loved it. She looked like a French girl to me, and all the flowers around her. So, because I wanted to keep with the French theme. So then the next thing I did was I went around the edges of the image with this little trim here, and this is from Crafty Me Shop, the little flower trim. And then down the bottom here, I added this trim here over the bottom, and underneath it, I added this. It's like a charcoal gray, I think, and it's a flower trim. You probably can't really tell. There's the flowers. They're like rolled roses, but I thought the color really matched part of the image, and that's also from Crafty Me Shop. And then I think the rest of what I show you inside is also just Crafty Me Shop. If it isn't, then I'll let you know. So just assume it's from Crafty Me Shop. This is a trim by the yard that Esme has that I cut the individual flowers, and I rearranged them, and I put one in the corner here. But before I put those down, I did put this beautiful trim here. I didn't realize what the trim was when I got it, but as I laid it out, I realized they look like irises to me. And I thought, well, okay, flower, that goes with the theme also. And I just love it. It's really beautiful, and it went perfectly around the bottom of my image. And I think that's all I did to the covers. So let me close it up and I'll show you the inside. So the inside, I used this very wide embroidered trim from Esme, and I used it as a pocket. Inside the pocket is an envelope from the kit, and I just love this. It's really beautiful. And I added some ephemera pieces just to use as journaling cards, but I thought they're really pretty. I loved this whole kit, and I've had it for a while, and I just printed it out last week to do the kit. I was done with Christmas, and I needed to do something kind of flowery, and so that's what I picked. And then I'll just show you quickly the back page also has a pocket, and this is also a trim from Esme. It's a leaf trim, And I don't know if you'll, let me bring it up close so you can see it a little better. This here. And this is from the kit. It's like a little journal, little mini writing journal that I just added some copy paper to write in. And then I went around it with a little bit of seam binding. Well, I'm not sure if it's seam binding or sari. Somebody had sent me this, and I thought the color was really pretty. But I used it to keep it closed tight because I stapled the paper, and it ended up kind of, I couldn't fold it, or when I did fold it, it just didn't want to stay closed. So I used that. Okay, now back to the front. All right, so here's a journaling page. And all these papers from the kit are just beautiful. So there's this page, and then this page. And then the coffee dye paper I got from my friend Paula Fowler, and she also coffee dyed some coffee, what do you call it, for me. You know, I knew I was going to forget at least one word. Coffee filter. My gosh. And then I did a little stamping in this one, this little flowery cluster in the corner. And up here I did a little stamping just so it wasn't a plain page. And then here's a pocket on an Edith Holden page out of my book. I finally found an Edith Holden book. And of course, because it's not out of copyright, I'm using the original page. And then these are journaling pieces from the kit. And then here's some more stamping. And the avocado dye paper came from my friend Louise Frazier. And I love how the color came out. I think it's coffee dye. Avocado dye. But she also did some, I think, dyes with Kool-Aid. So I guess it could be that. Just to me, it looks like avocado color. So here's a piece from a dictionary. And then here's another piece. And I did make some pleated paper to add a couple of little trims to, just for a little added interest on some of the pages. And these are also from Esme. I love this flower trim. And then here's another page. And then here is some Braille paper from Patty Lane. And I just love it. I love the texture. And I wish I could read it, but I can't. And then on this side, it's a flat side. So I put a 3 pocket with some journaling pieces in there. Just little ones that fit right inside there. I mean, Stephanie thinks of everything for her kits. They're like my favorite kits to work with. And then here's another coffee dye, some more stamping, glassine bag. Here's another trim. And then here's the other, you get 2 of these like little mini journal covers. And I added some paper to that. For some reason, this one did fold flat. So let's put that back in there. Here's a paper doily with some coffee on there. Here's a tuck spot. And aren't these, they're just beautiful. A little tag there. And all I had to do to the pieces really was distress them. And then here you could actually put a small photo or something, or you could do more journaling. I wanted to be able to, when I do my journals, I do them as if whoever gets them is going to do a lot of journaling. So I always add these journaling pages, and then I leave some blank pages to journal on. I leave lots of tags in that for journaling also. Here's a small envelope, just like the larger one. It's exactly like it. There's a couple little pieces in there. And then this piece here. And then here's a ledger piece of a ledger page from a ledger pack from Patty Lane. And then here's a white glassine bag that I added some of that flower trim from the front, and more journaling or whatever you want. More coffee dyed paper. And this is also from Patty. These are beautiful, just beautiful writing papers from, here's 1835. And the writing just always amazes me. And even though I can't read it, it just makes me happy to look at it. And there's Marty. And then here's another journaling page, another beautiful background. And this here's more. This is different. And I have no idea. I don't even know what, I think, no, I'm not sure. I thought it was German, but I'm not sure. And then more coffee dyed paper. Here's another background page. This is the middle. I thought whoever gets it might want to put some photos in there. Maybe they took a trip to France, or maybe they just want to use it as a flower diary. There's a lot of things you can do with this. Here's some more stamping. Here's the other part of that. Here's another pleated piece with a couple more of the narrower trims. More journaling. Here's the other piece of writing. I did some more stamping, and the stamping I did not do perfectly, and I didn't want it perfect. So when I took the stamps, I just, pressed down a little bit here and there with the ink because I wanted it to look like an old journal also. Here's some more. Here's a script stamp. And then here's the other half of that glassine bag. Added more of that little tiny flower trim. Here's a little envelope. And there's some ephemera in there. And look at that. I mean, beautiful, just beautiful. That's the word that comes to mind. The other half of that ledger page. Here's another beautiful envelope. And I love these envelopes. Look at that with the butterfly. And you open it up and I have more ephemera in there. And I didn't want to attach permanently. And I didn't want to put it in a pocket. So I just used these little pins. Here's more journaling opportunities. Here's another tuck spot. More, the other half of that paper doily, the other half of the glassine bag. And look at those. And this is the fourth time I've done this video. So whatever happens on this one, it's going out there to you anyway. There's some more stamping. I had problems with the first three I tried to do of this. And then here's another piece of pleated paper. This was Lori Girl on the Ridge. She gave me this idea, and I love doing this. It just gives a little added interest to the page. There's more of that. There's that pink. Edith Holden. Another pocket. And I did try to add a lot of the kit's ephemera to use for journaling. More stamp. And last is the journaling card or page. And that's it. And look at this, beautiful. I mean, Patty did a beautiful job on this fabric cover. I have done one on my own, but I've only done one so far because I am not one that, number one, can cut straight. Number two, can follow a pattern. But I did make one, and I do have fabrics that I've intentionally bought to make more covers. I can't rely on Patty to keep sending me covers. So I am going to make more of my own, but I think this is the last one I have of Patty's, and I wanted to use it. And this was the perfect kit to use it for. So that's it. That's my fluorine journal. If you like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I have plenty in the description box for you to look at, links and all that. And I will hopefully be back really soon with another project share. And I am going to start another journal. Big surprise. Okay, everyone, have a great day. This is New Year's Day. Happy New Year. And I hope this year becomes so much better than the last. So I'm going to end it and say bye for now.